Hey everybody, welcome back to Royal Tarot Readings. Sorry. This is my fun channel that I do for tarot readings on the royal family. All information presented in this video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It's fun. It's tarot. I'm just a gal with cards. Alright, so still fighting this. Man, this is taking forever to go away. I actually feel fine. I just am getting rid of this cough. So, alright, let's see. So, my goodness, what I'd like to read on today is we're going to look at the rising scandal of the Yorks. I don't think this is over. From what I've been hearing from just watching lots of videos, hearing lots of things on the underground, there seem to be more emails out there. So, let's see what's going to be going on with the Yorks. I'm going to delve into maybe who was protecting them. Or is there anything else out there? Let's see what's coming up. Now, here's some of the scuttlebutt that I've kind of been picking up. So, let's see. I look at my notes here. So, everybody's wondering why the king doesn't seem willing to really push the issue with both Sarah and Andrew, and of course, Harry and Meghan. But we're going to concentrate on Sarah and Andrew. Now, from what I understand, Sarah has written 3 autobiographies, 3, each of them more revealing each time she writes one. According to a lot of different royal commentators, Sarah is constantly threatening to spill the beans with books. We saw recently, when this is before the scandal broke about the Epstein emails, when Sarah Ferguson was at Ascot, King Charles kissed her hand. We all saw that. That was so shocking. She showed up at Wimbledon, but she was banned from Sandringham last year due to that Chinese spy scandal that happened with Andrew. So, my goodness, what in the world is going on here? Also, Crazy Days and Nights, I'll put a blind up here for you, had a blind that said Andrew is writing a book. At least 3 times a week, this disgraced royal has a secretary come to his home to ostensibly type while he dictates a book. The thing is, she's actually an escort. The good news is she's legal. So what in the world's going on here? Let's take a look at this. Let's delve into the rising scandal of the Yorks. For this reading, I'm going to use the Stained Glass Tarot. Let's see what we can find out. See if we can get any juicy gossip out of it. I might do some gossip cards later today, too. But for now, let's see what we can find out here. All right, let me see how many questions I'm going to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're going to do 8 questions. And these questions are, who was or is protecting Andrew and Sarah? Who is that person? Because they've obviously had some protection. All the stuff has stayed hidden all this time. Knight of Cups. Someone who definitely is a knight in shining armor. There is a savior out there for them. Who's protecting them? We can find out. And are Andrew's emails to Epstein, the ones we've been hearing about, are those going to be released? Ooh, 2 of Cups in reverse. Well, there's a split up between a partnership. Oh my goodness. So I've been hearing about some emails that Andrew had to Epstein. Are those going to be released? And what is the biggest scandal or shock coming up for Prince Andrew in the next month or 2? What's the biggest shock or scandal for Prince Andrew? What is the biggest shock or scandal for Sarah, Duchess of York? What's the biggest shock or scandal if she has an even bigger one? What's the biggest one coming up for her? And is Andrew writing a book? Is he writing a book? My heavens. 9 of Wands, there's a barrier that's gone up. 6 of Cups, delving into the past. Oh my heavens. And did the British royal family make a deal with the U.S. on any of this? Have they made a deal with the U.S. regarding any of this to do with Andrew and Sarah? 8 of Cups, walking away. Okay. Is Harry next? Is Harry the next person who's going to get dirt revealed on him? And does the king, His Majesty the King, does he fear Andrew or Sarah? Is he afraid of either one of them? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Selling a story that's not true. Oh, okay. Is he afraid of either one of them? All right, those are my questions for the tarot. See if we get any action out of them here. Those are my questions for the Stained Glass Tarot. See if we can dial into this here. All right, when they start getting difficult to shuffle, then I know they are settling in. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to go with this one. I won't read those. We are just going to cut. Ooh. Chaotic energy. Heavens. All right. Let's see what we got. 8 questions. Actually, I had a 9th one, but I'm not going to put it out there. Let's see. We're going to have 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8 here. Underlying energy is the Fool. New beginnings. The Moon. Secrets. Illusions. Fear and anxiety. 7 of Cups. Gaslighting. We have 2 minor arcana for our underlying energy. Isn't that interesting? So we have a new beginning. And there is some secret out there. Some illusion that still is there. And everyone's fooling themselves. Everybody's fooling themselves. They think they're going to make a new beginning and keep this illusion out there, but that may be gaslighting themselves. Oh, heavens. So thinking they might keep it hidden. All right, let's see what the tarot wants to tell us. All right, who was or is protecting Andrew and Sarah? Who is that? The World in reverse. That's a major arcana card. The World upright is about completions, endings, moving on to the next phase, destiny, and being very public. And in reverse, things are out of the public eye. Your destiny is not fulfilled. Who is protecting Andrew and Sarah? Someone who feels that their destiny now is not complete. They will not move on to the next phase. This protection may not continue. Let's see. Can we get a clarification on that, tarot? Okay, so someone who has been protecting them, absolutely. Who is that? Or what? Oh, that could be an entity. Can we clarify that entity? Someone who has been keeping it under wraps, but now may not continue with that. 4 of Pentacles. I got this one. I asked it on the last deck as well. But it was in reverse. Now the 4 of Pentacles is, this is control. So this control, keeping things under control, keeping things hidden, may not continue. Not moving on to the next phase. And then the next one was the 7 of Swords in reverse, which is about exposure of lies and secrets. Okay, so there was an entity protecting them, more of an organization than a person. And that may not be successful in protecting them anymore. Okay, let's see what else the tarot wants to tell us here. Are Andrew's emails to Epstein going to be released? Is that going to happen? The Lovers. Look at all these arcana cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Oh, wow. I can't believe what this card is telling me. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, I got interrupted there real quick. So, the Lovers. Emails to Epstein's going to be released. The Lovers, of course, are about a love affair. His emails to Epstein may be regarding his love affairs. Very intimate emails. It's also about choices. It's upright. They may be released. That may be coming up. And it's going to be some really juicy stuff. This may be a card. This may be literally something that the king may use against Andrew, allegedly, to tell him you either move out of Royal Lodge on your own or I'll make sure this is released. This is choices. I'm getting a lot from this card. This will happen if you don't make the right choice. Oh my goodness. Allegedly. That's what the cards are telling me. All right, what's the biggest shock coming up for Prince Andrew? What's the biggest one? The Chariot? That's William. The Chariot is about control. Massive control. Oh, wow. I don't think Andrew knows that Williams is in charge of everything. It's going to be a big shock for him. William's controlling everything. You know, I was getting a feeling before I did this reading, as I was coming in here to do this, that I think the king has told William, I'll take care of my brother. You take care of your brother. But I think William is controlling everything. I think they've made a plan together, the king and William. I think the king can only handle one thing. So they literally, I just kept hearing that. I'll take care of my brother, you take care of your brother. Allegedly. That's going to be the biggest shock for Andrew, is that William is really in control of everything. I think William is directing everything. What's the biggest shock coming up for Sarah? Wow. The King of Swords? This could be a couple things. I mean, this could be President Trump, but it could be the military. It could be doctors, politicians. The biggest shock for her is how many influential people are involved in things that are being released about her. Her involvement with politicians. Her involvement with politics may be revealed. It may go way, way, way deeper than anybody realizes, and she'll be shocked that that's going to be exposed, allegedly. Even to do with the military. Political intrigue. Pay to play, that kind of stuff. That's going to be the biggest shock for her. Is Prince Andrew writing a book? That Crazy Days and Nights Blind. Is that true? The Emperor. Oh my God, there are so many Arcana cards here. Is he writing a book? He's writing a book about the king. He absolutely is. Allegedly. King and love of... Oh my God. He's writing a book about the king and his love affairs. I think every secret Andrew knows about the king is going to go into a book. Is he writing a book? I believe he is, allegedly. About the king. My brother, the king. Oh my. Did the British royal family make a deal with the U.S. in regards to all this? Did that happen? Oh, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Well, there's a no. That's actually a direct no. They did not make a deal with the U.S. But William did something, but it's not a monetary deal. We'll put it that way. They did not make a deal per se with the U.S. At least not monetarily. There was no money exchange. Tarot, can you clarify? Whoops. Oh, there we go. I guess one flipped over. There we go. Tarot, can you clarify? I know that's a no. That's a no as far as any monetary deal. Any other kind of a deal? Whoops. Any other kind of arrangement, quid pro quo, anything that the British royal family did with the U.S.? Can you clarify that? See if the tarot will clarify for me. The Star. It was more of a promise than a deal. Star is hope and faith and healing. They made a promise to each other, more in line of helping. So not a deal per se, but they actually made a promise to each other. How interesting. We'll put that one down here. No monetary deal, but a promise. And it was with William. Allegedly. Is Harry next? Now that the king allegedly is taking care of his brother, is Harry next? Judgment. Oh. Okay, so Judgment, again, we're full of Arcana cards here. Absolutely full. This is a huge reading. Harry is going through a judgment period. Now, the judgment does indicate a second chance. I believe this is a yes. Harry is next, and whether he gets a second chance is what's going to be that's what's being discussed now, because the king wants to give him a new beginning. They want to keep the illusion going, but they're gaslighting themselves. So Harry is up next, and whether he gets a second chance is up for grabs right now. All right. Does the king fear Andrew and Sarah? Is that true? Does he? The Magician. Look at all these Arcana cards. Oh my God. I know I keep saying it, but this is really big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Okay. So does the king fear Andrew and Sarah? He fears their PR machine. He fears what they can do, what they can manifest about him. I'd say, yeah, allegedly he does. He has some fear of them because they do know things and they can spin it. They do have the power to hurt him. So allegedly, so he does fear them. But he has his own PR machine too. It's actually the battle of PR for them. It's the battle of who is the strongest manifester and who holds the biggest cards. It's really a battle of wills. Wow. All right, let's do a wrap up here. I really just didn't get an answer to one question, or I'm not interpreting it correctly. And that is the first one. Who is protecting Andrew and Sarah? All right, it's an entity, someone who has kept things out of the public eye, an entity, things being hidden from the public, and it's kept it out of the public eye for a while. It's been under control, and this may not move on to the next phase. This idea of control, the control may continue. Usually when the world is in reverse, it continues on and on and on. But it's not a success. It's not a successful ending. I think the control will not be successful. I think the control is starting to be released. So whatever entity is keeping them under their protection, that protection is going to be ending. The control is going to be ending. It's not going to be successful. That's the only question I really have. Andrew's emails to Epstein, is that going to be released? I believe it will be, allegedly, and it's going to discuss his love affairs. It's going to be all about partnerships and intimacy and choices. And this may be a literal trump card, not President Trump, but a trump card that the king may use against Andrew to say, you either move out of Royal Lodge with your ex-wife, or I'll make sure these get released. All right. What's the biggest shock coming up for Prince Andrew? That William's in control of everything. I think the king and William have made a bargain with each other. And all I kept hearing was the king saying, I'll take care of my brother, you take care of your brother. William's in control of everything. He's the one who's directing where this is all going now. And the biggest shock for Sarah is how much the military and politicians are going to be involved with exposure of what's going on with her. I mean, this could be President Trump too. He is a king of swords. I think her biggest shock is how many politicians are involved with getting in the exposure of what's going on with her. And I think it's going to be a shock for the public as well, is how politically entrenched she is. But the biggest shock for her is how many politicians and military is going to be involved. Some has something to do with the military. And is Andrew writing a book? Allegedly, he is. He's writing about the king. He's going to include a lot about the king. Did the British royal family make a deal with the U.S.? They did not make a monetary deal, but they made a promise. Made a promise to each other. And William is the one. William, it's all centers around William, allegedly. Is Harry next on exposure? Could be. It looks like he probably is. Whether he gets a second chance is really up in the air right now. They're not quite sure how they're going to deal with him, but he is next, allegedly. And does the king fear Andrew and Sarah? I think he does, but he feels like he has the upper hand. If the magician had been in reverse, I would have said that he was afraid of them, but I think that he fears the PR machine that's going to go on, but he feels like he has the upper hand. He feels like, I have the bigger cards. I have the bigger secrets. And I'm not long for this world. Oh, wow. I almost get like, I don't care. I can spin my own magic. Wow. What an interesting reading. All right, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Heavens, so much coming up. And of course, this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please like and share and hype. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate my subscribers so much. Hope you guys are enjoying the readings. And if you're not a subscriber, well, please do subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you won't miss another reading. Thanks so much, everyone. I will have private readings opening up again for October 1st. So if you'd like to sign up for one, go ahead and click on that. And I should have all my private readings caught up from a few weeks ago. If you're missing one, drop me a note and let me know. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you again soon on Royal Tarot Readings. Bye-bye, everybody.